Hey, I'm Jayla, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing a get ready with me. Me and my husband are getting ready to have a day out on the town. Wash my face, and so now I'm going to use one of my, by a brand called Muji. And they come in a pack of 30 of these sheet masks. I use sheet masks more than I probably use any other type of skincare. So, I wanted just something that would be really easy to keep up with. And funny enough, I actually went to Muji. Like, they have like a store in New York. And when I was last in New York, I think I went and I was like, oh my God, this place is so my aesthetic, blah, 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 blah. I didn't know that they had skincare. Like, I knew they had body care, but I didn't know they had like skincare. So I'm gonna try to get the rest of the stuff because this is literally the only recognizable brand that I've found on Amazon Japan. I'm sure there's more. And I've been looking into Japanese skincare brands, but they're kind of expensive, like the good ones. So my face is feeling a little bit dry, so I'm gonna use one. It's awesome. Sorry, I have a new puppy. That's something I should update you guys. This video was supposed to be an update video. I got a puppy. His name is Boba. I did name him after the drink because at the time, me and my husband were actually drinking boba, and he's brown and short, and I just thought he kind of looked like a tapioca ball, like a little bowl ball, and so his name is Boba now. He's really cute, but we're still training him. Adopt, don't shop. I think Boba was an impulse buy more than anything else. One of those things where it's like, was that a good idea? And the answer is no. It was not a good idea, but I love him and I'm happy that we got him. And I actually have a little patch over here that I'm trying to lighten. It was from, let's just say it was from a dermatologist situation gone wrong. Oh, I got it on my shirt. I really don't like this shirt very much anyway. This is one of my Shein buys. Wasn't a great one, but you know, we kept her. Trying to lighten up any dark spots on my skin. Are you joking? Okay, Jayla. It's much harder to do this thing with the camera. I've been thinking about getting one of those mirrors just so I can have something to look in when I'm like doing my skincare and stuff. I'm using this Neogen Dermalogy. Okay, I'll show it to you. I actually learned this from one of my favorite YouTubers, Stephanie Vega, and she said you just put 2 fingers worth of sunscreen and that should be good for your whole face. It kind of like dissolves into the skin enough where the cast goes away. Like, I don't even see it anymore. So now that I put on my sunscreen, I'm actually going to start working on my wig situation. This is a Unice wig that I got pretty much as soon as we got here. I think this is one of my Christmas gifts. And I got it because your girl got here and I realized my hair was becoming a big issue. I can't find a lot of products here for black hair. A lot of people like get offended by that kind of stuff, but like it's not really like an offensive thing. It's, I mean, there aren't a lot of black people in Japan. There are a good amount. I've definitely seen a lot more black people here than I thought I would. So don't let people tell you that there aren't black people in Japan. There definitely are. But I definitely think that they just don't know enough about our hair, and so they just don't stock that kind of stuff. I mean, most of their clientele are Japanese, so they don't really have to keep our stuff in stock all the time. So your girl had to buy a wig so that on days like today when I'm just trying to protect my hair, I just want my hair to grow, and I literally just put 2 braids in my hair and plop this baby on and call it a day. I will link this unit down below. It actually is a really good unit. It doesn't look like it is right now, I just washed it. But it is a really good unit. It has clips and everything in it, and this is my first wig, I think, that I've ever ordered from Unice, and it's also the longest wig I've ever ordered. I believe she is 24 inches. And I do definitely get looks. Like the other day we were eating at, it's this place called the Chicken Shack. It's not actually called that. I think that's just what Americans here call it, but whatever. And it's like a more traditional eating type of place. And there was a little girl there that was very concerned about how I looked. She was very concerned. She was very like locked in, like she had never seen one of me before. Probably hasn't. So it was in a pretty rural place, so I don't get offended. I just assume that they've just never seen, you know, a black person in real life, or maybe if they have, they've never been close. I think that my hair looks pretty cute, just like wavy and natural, so I'm probably not even gonna do anything to it. Like I came in here initially and I was like, I'm gonna curl this and blah, blah, blah. But like, for what? I'm going to just put a little of this Got To Be glue on my edges. But yeah, this is a unit that I got when I first moved here. It's something that you just don't think about that kind of stuff. Like, oh, I should probably buy a couple of wigs for when I move over there. And I literally got here and I tried to order 2 different wigs. Garbage, like trash lace front, trash quality, definitely synthetic. And there's nothing wrong with a synthetic wig. I've seen very good synthetic wigs. I've had very good synthetic wigs, including the ones that I reviewed on another video. I'll link it somewhere on the screen. So we will just tie this nice and tight. I will move on to my makeup. Updates with me as far as like my YouTube. It hasn't been an awesome time for me in general, like mentally, because I'm just really missing home a lot and really missing like comforts of home. These people, okay, so this is the interesting thing. I just have to rant real quick. These people have not cut the grass in like 3 weeks. The day I decide, after a month of not filming, and I decide I want to film a video, they're like, let's cut the grass right by the window. Sometimes I think it's God talking. I don't know, sometimes I just assume. But yeah, so I haven't been in the best place mentally because I just miss home, and with everything going on with the panorama, I just feel like, you know, nothing's changing, nothing's really getting better. And so it hasn't been the best. The good thing is though, after I switched my birth control, I did start to feel a little bit better. Like I felt like my brain had room to think and I wasn't just feeling everything all the time. I'm just gonna use this Perfecting Skin Tint really quick. I haven't really had any like new things come up. The fact that I'm thinking about deleting my Instagram on a regular basis. I do think that every generation has like the app that was theirs, and Instagram is probably my generation's. It's one of the least authentic apps right now. TikTok has really taken over, and I do enjoy my time on TikTok more. It feels more anonymous, even though it's not, but for some reason, just knowing that people don't have to necessarily be following you to see your content. And I know that there's an equivalent to that on Instagram, but like how often do you actually go on your explore page? I don't ever. The other half of me is like, don't delete it because there's so many memories on there. One thing I know for sure is that I'm not going out of my way to post on there as much. So if you follow me on Instagram, that's why I've been like unplugged for so long. I still like people's stuff. I still go on there and scroll, but like I'm not actively trying to make content for Instagram. I just don't think that they care about their creators as much as other apps do right now. And now that, you know, summer's here, I'm starting to think that this is no longer my shade. And I might be right. It's fine. It's a skin tint. It's like putting on lotion pretty much. Like, it's fine. I'm not even gonna put on concealer because for what, you know? Like, for what? That's kind of where I am with Instagram and all that kind of stuff. It's fine if you still love it and you still use it all the time. I just don't think it's conducive to like the things that I'm interested in anymore. And the thing is, if the panorama wasn't happening right now, I would be living my best life, okay? Because I would be able to go to Disney World and Universal Studios and do the theme park thing. To work that into our budget, if me and Andy do end up moving back to Florida, we'll have to get season passes to all the theme parks and just review it. Not all the theme parks. SeaWorld. We don't mess with SeaWorld anymore, okay, girl? Just been trying to stay sane as a puppy parent. And I know this is probably gonna sound really whiny, but literally when we got the dog, I had like a full-on breakdown where I was just like, we shouldn't have done this. This was a bad idea, blah, blah, blah. I realized that it's something called the puppy blues. Sure, it's nowhere near as extreme or as intense as postpartum depression, but that's the only thing I can compare it to. I would imagine that postpartum depression feels very similar, where you're just like overwhelmed and you want to be a good parent, but you just feel like nothing is enough and you're just so tired. That was me for like a full 2 weeks. And so, yeah, now I'm scared to have a baby. We literally moved here in the most inconvenient time in history. When it comes to the fact that like we literally can't do anything, we just have to wait and see what happens. I don't feel like I put on enough blush. I'm gonna put on a little bit more blush. Use a little more blush, it's fine. You can never, the thing about the cloud paints is that you can really never put too much on because it all just kind of goes away in a weird way. Not in a bad way, just like in a weird way. Like in a, like where'd all that product go? It's like it's in your skin now. It's not on it, it's in it. It also doesn't matter because I'm gonna be wearing a mask. So I guess I didn't really need to put on makeup. But at least when we eat, like I'll look cute. So that's done. And I'm just going to take my curling iron. And you see what I mean though? Like this hair just, you don't have to do anything to it. Like she just looks good. It makes me feel very glamorous in like that Kim K kind of way. Like Kim K, circa 2014 when she first started the pencil skirt, like the midi length pencil skirt. Cute. Yeah, your girl is just out here trying to survive. So far, I do think that Japan is a very beautiful country. I think that their customs and their traditions are amazing. I love the nature here. I love the mountains. And the people are very, very polite. Like, extremely polite. They're either like indifferent about you, like in that New Yorker kind of way, but they're not cruel. They're not mean like in LA. You know what I mean? You know what I mean. If you've been to LA, you know what I mean. They're mean. I'm gonna be honest with you guys, when you live on an American base, it's very easy to forget that you're even in Japan sometimes because it's so American, except for the fact that we drive on the left side of the road. Everything else though, pretty much just like regular America. But yeah, that is the end of today's Get Ready With Me. I hope that you enjoyed chatting with me, getting some life updates about what's going on. I hope that you like this little no makeup look because it's the one I do on all of my Get Ready With Me's. But I did try some new products, so definitely check them out. I'll be linking the things that I've never used down below. And yeah, I hope that you guys have a great day. I hope that you're doing well. Peace and love from Japan, and I'll see you guys later. Bye.